What you doing? Nothing, chilling at the Holiday Inn. Me and my people, you rainbow with your friends. Give me a call if you wanna come through with me. I'm only one call away. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you in my life. I like the way you do that right there. Hey, move your hips when you let down your hair. Hey, listen, Chingy was a man back in the day. Chingy dropped in 2003. I had just graduated in 2002. And we was jamming the Chingy, you feel me? We all know about the Chingy and Sydney Star situation, right? It came out in 2010 and everything just went, that was just it. That was the end. That was the end for Chingy. I mean, it wasn't the end. He was still, doing his thing, but it just dropped significantly, right? And now, all these years later, right? 10, 15, 20 years later, Sydney Star and Chingy has come back around. Some people would say it's a full circle moment. Now, it came back around because Sydney Star is now in the news for something that doesn't involve him. But since she's back into the news, people are now talking about Chingy and saying this is her karma for what she did to him. They saying justice for Chingy. Justice for Chingy. What goes around comes around, bitch. And this is what you give motherfucker. This is what you give for what is corrupt. So people is not feeling bad for her at all. At all. But before we even talk about what's going on with Sydney right now, let's take it back to 2010 where it all started. All right. So if you don't know, this is the picture that started it all. Sydney was a backup dancer. And I guess it was at some concert. She met Chingy and she told him she was a fan, wanted to take a picture with him. And that's what he did. Just like any artist, if a fan comes up to you, they ask for a picture, you're going to take a picture. You're going to give them an autograph. That's just what you do, right? If I'm going to be honest, Sydney back then, I would not have thought she was born a man. The way she looks now, with all these surgeries and all that, it's like, okay, I think she did a little too much. But back then, when she was younger and just coming out, I guess, I don't know, I haven't really followed Sydney over the years like that. But looking at younger photos of her before all the surgeries and all that, Sydney looked very much so like a biological woman. Like I would never have thought, if I didn't know who Sydney was and I'm just looking at her, just seeing her out on the street or whatever, I would have thought this is just a regular woman. She just looked very passable, as they say, right? So when she asked Chingy for a picture, he took the picture, right? And not to say, even if she didn't look like a passable woman, I'm pretty sure he would have still taken a picture, because it's just a fan. And you don't turn down a fan, when you're an artist. They like you, they support you, so you're going to take a picture with them. And she came out with a rumor using this picture saying that they were in a relationship. And looking at the picture, it does look like, I guess you could take it as a couple taking a picture together, right? And she used that to her advantage and said they were in a relationship. Now, the LGBTQ community was not accepted like it is now. Now, it's still homophobia in the industry. That's never going away. There's always going to be people who just don't, rock with LGBT due to religious beliefs or whatever. Back then, it was just not accepted. Like, you just could not be associated with it. You couldn't be gay. Like, it was just a thing. And when the rumors came out, Chingy just got immediately blackballed. Like, the people in the industry didn't want to fuck with him. And it was like, Chingy was so talented. He was so young. His career was, he came out in 2003. This happened in 2009. So he had, or 2010. So he had a good, amount of years in the industry before this news dropped. But considering that, though, it's hard to believe that they would take Sydney's word over Chingy. You know what I'm saying? Being that he did have all these years in the industry, he had all these hits, you know what I'm saying? But from Chingy himself, and I'm going to show y'all a video, he was saying that nobody had reached out to him to do like an interview or to ask his take on it, how he feels about it, if it's true. But yet Sydney was getting these interviews and, I'm going along with the story that that's her man and all that. And basically he's saying that people just turned their back on him and he got blackballed and he lost out on so many opportunities, deals. And it's just a shame because he was really talented. Now he still continued to make music or whatever, but since he wasn't with a label and the music industry wasn't really pushing him, like before, he was basically independent. He lost everything. He got dropped from his label and had to do it on his own. And when you lose a backing from a label and have to do it independently, it's hard. He never really bounced back. Even to this day, he's still doing music. He does shows with Nelly and you know what I'm saying? He still works. But I feel like he's just not as big as he should be. But I'm going to show y'all a clip of Chingy in an interview where he explains how this whole situation just basically ruined his career and he lost everything.
I know myself. I know who I am. I know that ain't true. I know that eventually that's going to pass by. And eventually the individual told the truth, it came out. Now, by the time they told the truth, it came out, damage done.
Yeah, because that was how many years of damage?
Somebody will still say something about that today.
Yeah.
It's pretty much over with today, for real.
But you still have somebody
but you still got somebody to say something.
Yeah.
It's been so many people that have DM'd me and hit me on social media apologizing for believing that. But the damage was done. I had a MasterCard credit card deal, with my own MasterCards, man. I was finna sign to Interscope. I was on LA on yachts and shit, eating fruit with these people, talking about album deals, and I had a lot going on at that time. And all that, boy, when that hit, gone. And there's people today, some of these dudes, and wearing these, actually looking like girls sometimes. Somebody took a picture of me being nice to a fan who came up and was excited to meet me and saying how much of a fan they was and just wanted a picture because they love my music and stuff. And I took the picture. And they based the 2-year relationship line off of that.
Now, Sydney came out 2 years later in 2012 and said that it was all a lie. Nothing happened with her and Chingy. But like Chingy said, by that time, the damage was already done. Like Sydney let this lie go on for 2 years and he lost everything in that time span. So her apologizing in 2002 and saying it wasn't true, it was a lie, didn't really do anything for him. It didn't make the industry take him back, so to speak. It didn't get him a new record deal. The damage was already done, basically. So thanks, but no thanks, right? Sorry, not sorry. Basically, years later, Sydney did an interview with Jumper 22. And I think this interview was in 2023. And Adam brought it up. And she basically said, I'm going to let her tell you what she said. And then we're going to talk about it. Because I got some things to say about what she said.
He was very welcoming.
And then you posted it in live to the world and told everyone you fucked him.
Meaning Chingy was very welcoming and taking a picture with somebody who was admiring him for his craft and for his talent as an artist.
Exactly.
Okay.
And what happened was, I was only 19 years old, so people were in my ear saying, Sid, you got to do something with this because you're a trans woman. They're not going to pay no attention to you. This was, mind you, 2010. Trans women were not being looked at for anything. I was the first trans woman to hit the scene on World Star Hip Hop, Media Takeout. It was only me and one other trans woman. And her name, I'm going to say her name. Should I say her name? Amaya Scott. Just me and Amaya Scott. That was it.
Which coincidentally, you guys...
I was the one that was really taking the Harriet Tubman role. I was fighting for the trans women at that time.
By lying and destroying another black man.
No.
Yes.
No, Adam. No one was talking about Chingy at that time. I actually made the world start talking about him again. But I became a warm-hearted, good person in my soul. I apologized. I made a video on World Star Hip Hop and apologized.
But what did you do to?
I tried to make things right.
But no. But what did you do to make things wrong?
Took a picture with him and lied and said she had sex with him.
Got it.
No.
Got it. Well, I just wanted to. I wanted to be clear.
I don't like that. The thing was, I made a mistake. I'm only human, and I would never do no bullshit like that ever again.
But what did you do?
I didn't do nothing, Ray.
Got it.
Nothing.
Okay,
Because I ain't gonna lie. That shit really pisses me off, Adam.
What?
I didn't know how.
People
I don't
never
know.
let it go. But my thing is,
Ray,
let me live. Let me have my career. They won't leave me alone like Michael Jackson. Leave me alone with that Chingy shit.
Now, first of all, bitch, don't you ever quote Michael Jackson's bitch and try to say, like, Michael, leave me alone. No, bitch, because Michael went through way more ridicule and just paparazzi, media, the label, just everybody going at him way more, bitch. So don't you ever try to say your situation is like Michael, bitch. Don't you say leave me alone like Michael, ever. Then she said, it was a mistake. Let me have my career. Bitch, let you have your career. Bitch, I bet Chingy said the same thing. Let me have my career. Look what you did to his career. You talking about let me have my career. Bitch, let you have your career. If Chingy ain't have his career, bitch, you ain't gonna have yours either. And yes, it's tit for tat, ho. Bitch, I said the nerve. The audacity. Flabbergasted. So now, here we are in present day, 2026. And good old Sydney Starr is now in jail. She has been arrested for, I don't even know the names of the charges. Child molestation. I don't know the names of the charges, but I think it's 3 charges that she's been hit with. She was caught in a hotel. She lured this boy, 13-year-old boy, into her room, tried to do sexual acts on him. Sodomy. That was the other charge. It just popped into my head. Sodomy. And you know what that is. Tried to do that to a child. The little boy tried to escape, tried to run. Sydney chasing behind him. She tripped, tried to grab him, tried to bribe him with money to keep quiet. Like, what? The little boy escaped, ran to his family, and they called the police. And she was escorted in handcuffs out the hotel. Crazy work. Crazy work, bitch. Listen, karma is gonna get you. Okay? Karma is gonna get you. When you think you got away with something, you ain't really got away with it. Now, it may take a week, a month, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 20 years. But that karma gonna get your ass. The universe don't forget how you treat people, how you lie to people, how you steal, how you kill. The universe never forgets. Because, baby, when I tell you, I be watching these shows on YouTube where, like, these cold cases, they bring them back up. Things that happened 20 years ago. Detectives will open the case back up because now there's new technology, new DNA, new ways to, find things out. They bring out these cases. And when I tell you, I done seen shows. There was this one show where this woman, she killed her baby when the baby was an infant. 30, 40 years later, they came back and got her ass. They caught her in her garage and they just roll up on her. I remember that. They roll up on her, and as soon as they said something to her, she immediately knew. She knew what they was talking about. They got her ass. It was another one where they came up on this black man. He had killed somebody. I don't know if it was his wife, somebody, but it was 30 years prior. They came back and got his ass. Listen, I'm telling you. This is her karma. This is what she get. When you hurt people like that, it's going to come back and get your ass. It's going to come back and get your ass. And baby, that's what it did. That's what it did. Ain't nobody sad. Ain't nobody sad, bitch. Zeus ain't sad. Zeus done separated their ass from her. They said, listen, bitch, we do not condone the actions of, we are not affiliated with. Listen. I have always been a fan of Chingy, and I had never stopped liking Chingy, okay? Regardless if that was the situation, like if it really happened, that wouldn't stop me from liking Chingy. That would not stop me from liking his music. That music, that man music was a shit back in the day. It was the early 2000s. The 2000s was a shit. If you didn't grow up in the 2000s, bitch, if you didn't grow up in the 90s, the 2000s, you missing out, bitch. Because them days was a time. He still looks the same today, just an older version. Like, he's got a mustache, goatee, but he still look like that 23-year-old. Like, he skin is glowing V's. Like he got a little nice skincare routine. Like, come on, Chingy. Come on, Chingy. So I'm still rocking with Chingy to this day. So justice for Chingy. Justice for that little boy Sydney tried to mess with. Hope he gets the help that he needs, get the therapy that he needs, because as a 13-year-old boy, you're getting sexually assaulted by what looks like a woman to you. And then you see the girl is really your boy. She's got the same thing that you got. So that it's got to be confusion for a 13-year-old boy. And then they said when the police put her in handcuffs, they found condom on her in her pocket. So justice for the little boy, okay? Hope he gets the help that he needs. And Sydney, I don't know, they said you facing life, girl. They said you facing 25 to life. I don't know. She don't have no bond. She got to stay in jail till the court case. It's someday in August, so it's this month. But yeah. Now, if you made it all the way to the end of the video, the what? To the end of the video, you must have caught a vibe. Oh, what? I said you must have caught a vibe. Okay. All right. So subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.